light, lamp.
You must be Anna's. And also Girl A, who couldn't speak, but managed to send me that message. You want me to find her, right?
We better watch ourselves. They might have tricks up their sleeves we can't even imagine.
How dare she show up in the town after everything they did?
Will the lost souls truly return home?
We better watch ourselves. They might have tricks up their sleeves we can't even imagine.
How dare she show up in the town after everything they did?
The Cantarella I know is unbreakable. She will never falter, even if you drown her with all these malicious whispers. And you certainly won't shake me either.
But can the glimmers from these delicate drifters truly light up the entire sea? Yes, just place it gently here. I, Cantarella Physalia, value every promise I made to you, and vow to see them through. Besides, there are certain places that only you may be able to reach.
All those years of lying and scheming, and what have you gained? A tarnished reputation. You could have... I still remember the little you. The youngest, the most neglected of all the Thessalias. You always lingered by your cauldron, and only smiled when a bird fluttered past the window. You despise this place, don't you? But the blood in your veins, it binds you, holds you prisoner in this endless nightmare. You loathe our rules, yet they have already seeped into your very existence. Tell me, have you ever considered leaving?
My dear lord, I have already gifted you the sweetest of dreams. But why do you still cling to this earthly burden? You watched with satisfaction as I climbed over the fallen, ascended the steps to glory, and wore the thorned crown. Was that not enough for you?
Illusions are no match for poison, Cantarella. False.
Well, you see, illusions can also lead to true beauty. Your obsession, corrupted by whispers, has become a shadow over the castle. A deluge of delusions that shouldn't exist in this world. I can feel the pain those whispers inflicted upon you. Allow me to free you from them. Once more.
I stand ready.
This will be fun. We haven't fully banished the whispers. Watch out! The twisted obsession is returning to the shadow. My lord, I offered you the sweetest of dreams, and safeguarded your legacy when you departed. I have entrusted Phassalia's true faith to one most deserving, and the Threnodians' deceptions in the inverted tower have been laid bare. No more whispers shall haunt us. Our children are freed from the cruel burdens of those trials. Now, you too shall find release from the Threnodians' whispers. Nothing escapes your eyes, does it?
We're here, alive and well. In that hellish duel, Cantarella shielded us with illusions. It all started with a false hope. An elixir to grant any wish was said to be here. We dived into darkness, choked down fear. Nothing's here but the deep and ourselves. The elixir was our blood and tears. Yet the bane gave us sweet dreams. At last, Through the shadows, we reached the end. Once Cantarella took charge of the family, she shielded us, keeping the Order's members were always prying, eager to find out the truth. Though, I really miss my home. Fortunately, Cantarella holds the Night of Remembrance every year. It's always a great comfort to see Jojo living happily.
My dear, from this night forward, you're free. The gentleman here has solved the riddles. Together, he and I will craft the Elixir of Revival. Since the Threnodians' lies were unraveled, the frequent thanks to you, the Order is now entangled in its own. Most deeply affected by the Threnodians' whispers was the castle, where the former head was trapped, where innocent girls were locked. The long-standing fear, pain, resentment, and repression, all that the shackles of one's spirit were heavier than those from the outside. I knew then the time had come for the girls. I never meant to draw you into this. I was planning to shoulder it all alone. That's why for this year's my plan was to break through the sea of ghosts, claim that I've solved the riddles and won the Elixir of Revival, and then use it. Your arrival, seemingly by chance. The letter wasn't my doing, but I think I know who brought you to my... She had no intention of hurting you with the abnormal frequencies. When I saw that letter and sensed something unusual about you, looking back, the currents here run deep. But you, thanks to you, the elixir was much easier to make. That's please accept my heartfelt gratitude.
Cantarella, you don't have to bear it all alone anymore. You've got someone you can trust.
You're right. The Phasalia doesn't enjoy a good reputation, and some villagers would. You, however, as the laureate, who exposed the lies and turned the impossible into the possible, will carry a weight they can't ignore. Besides, even if the Order intends to look into this miraculous revival later, your status and but putting all that aside, it's with your effort that this elixir was possible. Thank you. Both I and the entire Phasalia family will aid you in any way we can. Girls, gather your things.
Thank you, Cantarella, for everything you've done for us for all these now that we're leaving. You'll be left. You should never have had to bear such a heavy burden. I still remember what you told me back then, during the trials. But now, you're staying in this cold castle.
As long as I am the head of Phasalia, my freedom for theirs.
Tonight, all the riddles are solved. Behold, the elixir of resurrection.
That was a really long nap. Huh? Ah, the strange smell is gone. Look, I had the best dream. Huh? Am I interrupting something? Fine. Oh.
Things have returned to normal. It's late. Would you care to come to my castle and rest for the night? Oh, the pleasure is mine, my dear. With you here, this castle feels warmer. Your presence may have dispelled the chill that used to linger. Our family's purpose has always been clear: to resist the Threnodians' spiritual interference. The cruel trials were designed to find a maiden with an unbreakable will. Someone who could withstand the Threnodians' whispers. Yet, in pursuit of that noble cause, I can't accept the so-called necessary sacrifice. One that tramples the will of... Though it's important to kindle the flames, none should forget those. After all, we are more than just firewood. Yes, when I took up the Sword of Divinity, I felt a presence. Someone far more capable. I asked the Sentinel to transfer my second awakening power to that. The Sentinel had always wielded the power of separation, but instead agreed to my proposal to combine our strengths. We triumphed for the moment. To stop the brutal divine trials and secure us the final victory, I pretended to align with the Order to keep the Threnodian off guard. And then, I found you. Just as you chose your path, I've chosen mine. I will see it through, whatever it may cost. Besides, compared to what you've endured, my hardships aren't worth mentioning. You defeated the Threnodian in the Inverted Tower, saved the people of Renacita, and freed those young girls. The girls are now back home, and the Threnodians' whispers have finally faded from this castle. And with the Order's concessions, the shadows over Renacita are vanishing. Peace has... Thanks to you, the days of pain and sacrifice have ended. As the head of Thessalia, I must offer you a fitting reward for all the efforts you made. An elixir for eternal youth, perhaps? No. Judging from the power of your awakening, it seems you may already possess. Then, let it be the elixir that turns stone. And I, Cantarella Thessalia, hereby offer you the family's entire legacy. Every elixir, and every hidden secret. The Thessalias make no unprofitable bargains. It's my privilege to give it all to you. It's been a long day. You deserve a sweet, peaceful sleep. Here, a special elixir I've prepared with albizia flowers. They're gentle. Now, Close your eyes and rest. Good night.